Today on the net, Egyptian cyber activists tracking down former prominent members of fallen regime. WikiLeaks temporarily suspends publishing to fight financial blockade. And an Austrian web user takes on Facebook. This ad is currently being broadcast on the internet by Egypt's Electoral Commission and explains how the upcoming elections will unfold. Following on from Tunisia, it will soon be Egypt's turn to take the next step towards democracy in the first election since the fall of the former regime. The parliamentary elections will begin on the 28th of November. And with 1 month to go before this historic ballot, many cyber activists like Maram Adel are determined to stop the corrupt elite of Hosni Mubarak's now dissolved National Democratic Party, the NDP, returning to political life, referring to them as remnants of the former regime. Some of them have set up new political parties and are now vying for a place in the assembly, which will be responsible for drafting the new constitution. And so an online campaign has been launched to try and track down and identify these regime remnants, and hundreds of these prominent members of the former ruling party are catalogued on this site. A Facebook appeal is urging citizens to join demonstrations on Friday to call upon Egypt's ruling military government to ban former members of the NDP from taking part in these elections. This day of rallies has been called the Friday of Political Isolation. But not everyone's on board, however. Blogger Zenobia says the former ruling party had around 3 million members, and to formally isolate them from political life would contradict the principles of democracy. She thinks the best way of excluding the corrupt elite is for them to be ostracized by the public. WikiLeaks has said that a financial blockade by the Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal and Western Union, following the publication by WikiLeaks of thousands of confidential US diplomatic cables, has destroyed 95% of its revenue, forcing it to temporarily suspend publishing operations. Julian Assange, founder of WikiLeaks, a site which specializes in disclosure of secret and sensitive documents, made the announcement on Monday during a press conference which was aired online. A communiqué has been posted on the WikiLeaks website explaining the effects of the so-called financial blockade. WikiLeaks claims to have received no donations via the offending bank since December 2010, costing the organization dozens of millions of dollars. And so WikiLeaks has been living on cash reserves for the past 11 months and is now on the verge of bankruptcy. A campaign has been launched on sharing sites encouraging web users to make donations and help save WikiLeaks. A number of videos have been uploaded online criticising the financial institution's behaviour, saying they're trying to financially strangle the organisation, adding that WikiLeaks exists on donations alone, and it's now more important than ever that it receives funding. And WikiLeaks can always rely on social networkers to circulate messages and spread the word about the battle led by Julian Assange. Many believe the organisation has an important role to play in informing citizens, and so people must take action so WikiLeaks can continue activity. This site is called Europe versus Facebook and was set up by Austrian student Max Schrems in July, and upon request, the well-known social network provided him with all the information they retained about him. 1,222 pages of personal information. Old pseudonyms, friend requests, posts, pokes, personal chats. Facebook had even conserved messages he had deleted, something he thinks is illegal, and so the student has lodged a legal complaint in Ireland, where Facebook's European headquarters are based. An inquiry is underway and will reach a conclusion before the end of the year. Virginia Rometty has been trending heavily on social networks ever since the announcement on Tuesday that she's to become the next CEO of the original computer giant IBM. It's the first time the company, which celebrates its 100th birthday this year, will be led by a woman. Messages have been pouring in online to congratulate the 54-year-old who started her career at IBM in 1981. Virginia Rometty will officially take over on the 1st of January and will succeed Samuel Palmisano, who has held the position since 2002. With Halloween just around the corner, all sorts of decorations are starting to appear on houses and in gardens all over the world, but in the US in particular. Some, like the people who live here, have really gone to town. As we can see in this video, they've created a stunning light show to the sounds of a very popular track by the group LFMAO. An incredible display which might make you reconsider how you celebrate Halloween this year.
Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon' make you lose your mind.